Buongiorno e benvenuto in Italia, and welcome to another video. We are here in the beautiful city of Bari in the south of Italy, and we're exploring around, and we're gonna take you guys with us. Let's go. So we wanted to make a travel guide for Italy for winter 2021, and we started doing research on places to go and things to see during the winter time. Now, of course, Italy is very popular during the summer just because there are so many locations and so many beautiful places. But what if you want to go during the winter? Well, the south of Italy is one of the nicest places to go just because the temperature is so nice. Right now, the temperature is about 15 degrees Celsius, so it's perfect for walking. But there are many other reasons why you should consider visiting Bari, Italy in the winter. First of all, Bari is located all the way down south in the southern province of Puglia. It is the heel of the boot of Italy, like you know how Italy is shaped like a boot. So in this area, of course, you can find amazing food. We are on the coast of the Adriatic Sea, so you're gonna find a lot of fish, a lot of seafood here, super delicious. And of course, everything that Italy has to offer, sightseeing. You can go around this city for hours and hours, and I swear to God, we're just walking a little bit and stopping to take a video, take a picture. Just everything looks like an outdoor museum. If you're looking for more things to do here in Bari, Italy, you can come to the beautiful seaside promenade of Bari Lungomare, where you can take a beautiful stroll around here. You can also visit the port. There is also a seafood market right there behind me where all the boats are coming in, offloading fresh seafood and fish, and they can actually cook it for you. And of course, last but not least, you have the beautiful and world famous Teatro Margherita, which is the Margherita Theater. And we are now in the northern part of Bari, in the Old Town, also known as Bari Vecchia. This area is very popular because everywhere you look, you can find amazing churches or basilicas like the one behind me called the Basilica of Saint Nicolas. Now, this is where they actually brought the remains of Saint Nicholas from what is now modern day Turkey because they have very important religious purposes. Saint Nicholas is actually shared between the Orthodox and the Catholic faiths, so that's why it has such a significant importance here. And it's also the saint that later became Santa Claus. Moving further into Old Town, into Barivecchia, we find the Cathedral of San Sabino, or the San Sabino Cathedral, which is the main cathedral here in Bari, but is not as popular as St. Nicholas over there just because, you know, it's kind of hard to compete with Santa Claus. If you are anything like us and like to sample the local cuisine everywhere we travel, then this street is actually very interesting to visit. It's called Strada Alto Baso, also known as the Strada Delle Orecchiette. Orecchiette like the pasta, because you will find people actually making handmade orecchiette pasta and other types of pasta all over the street. Another great location to visit here in Bari is the Svevo Castle, which you see here behind me. Now, if you are done with all of the sightseeing and everything there is to see in Barivecchia, the newer part of Bari, and by the seaside, it is very nice here that you can actually go to a couple of nearby places. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go grab our car and we're gonna visit Matera, a really beautiful place that's just 1 hour away. And welcome to Matera, Italy, one of the most ancient cities in the world, located here in the Basilicata province, all the way in the south of Italy. The location where the city stands here today is a very steep mountainside, which created a big problem for the locals. They couldn't really build any houses anywhere, so they found a solution. They embraced the mountainside living and they built the caves that you see behind me, and they used to live in the caves inside them. These caves are called sassi. For most of history, Matera was a city that nobody really spoke about because it was extremely poor. It was actually called the shame of Italy. Nobody really liked it and nobody really wanted to talk about it. Believe it or not, all the way to the 1950s, people used to live in the caves behind me alongside their animals, which you can imagine were awful living conditions. They had no water, no electricity, no sewage, no nothing. In 1945, a book written by Carlos Levi called Christ Up at Eboli brought a lot of attention to the terrible conditions that people were living in there in the caves in Matera. So between 1953 and 1968, the Italian government actually created a lot of houses, the ones that you see here behind me. Believe it or not, this is considered the modern part of it. And about half of the 30,000 people that used to live in the caves were moved here into this area, into brand new homes. After all the people were safely moved, a lot of work has been done by the Italian government to upgrade and maintain the caves into what you see here today, which of course brought a lot of attention on the world stage. And in 2019, Matera actually became the European capital of culture, which brought even more attention, more money, and it became the popular place that you see today. The remaining sassi were preserved and included as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Just so we remember how good we have it now, next time we want to complain about where we're living, remember these caves behind us and think about how bad it was back in then. If you are thinking about visiting the beautiful city of Matera, Italy, you should reserve a whole day for this entire experience, as there are many things to do here in the area. Another great activity here is to visit some of the cave churches, which have actually been carved out of the soft tufa rock. If you want to extend your stay here in Matera, you can actually stay at one of the beautiful hotels that you can find in the area here and dine at the restaurants and cafes you can find that are carved right inside the rock.
We absolutely loved Matera, and what is great about it, if you're visiting Bari or Brindisi or anywhere else in the Puglia region, it is just a short 1-hour drive. You can make it into a day trip. It's definitely worth seeing, and what I love about it is the time that we came to visit in. November, December, the winter months are amazing. The city is very walkable, so there's a lot of stairs, a lot of ups and downs. During the summer it can get a bit hot, so this weather is just amazing for it.
Our day here in Matera was absolutely amazing. It's already getting kind of late, so we're gonna have to head back to Bari, but on our way we're gonna stop in a small little town called Loco Rotondo. Well, it's not really small, but it is smaller, and we're gonna go there because they have some amazing Christmas decorations. Initially, on this trip to Europe for the winter, we wanted to go to Vienna, to Austria, for the Christmas markets, just to admire some beautiful Christmas decorations, but those were canceled, at least until now, because of the whole global situation and because it's getting pretty bad in Austria at the moment. So this particular place, Loco Rotondo, is actually famous for amazing decorations, so we're gonna go check it out. We just got here to Loco Rotondo and there's already a bunch of decorations both up top, and I see a lot of the stores here seem to have a lot of Christmas themed decorations, but we're gonna go all the way downtown where we're gonna find most of them, but it's already looking very promising.
If you are in the area during the winter holidays, you absolutely have to come. It's beautiful. All the businesses and churches and just every single house here is decorated. It's beautiful because the walls are white and the red of the Christmas decorations is just breathtaking.
So how do we sum up Loco Rotondo? I would say a very cute little town that is very close to Bari. So if you're in the area, it's definitely must see. And if you're around the holiday, I would definitely recommend visiting in the evening when all the lights are on. And now we're kind of tired, so we're gonna head back to Bari and see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning. Today we got a bit of a late start to the day just because we were tired from last night. It was a long day. We went and we had breakfast, and now we're gonna go to another nearby location here to Bari, which is really, really nice, called Alto Baso. And welcome to Alto Baso. This is a town just outside of Bari, like I mentioned before, that is very unique for the style of houses that they built here. These cone-shaped houses, white, built out of local building materials and stone, are called trulli houses. They were built way back in the day in the 1500s. The reason why there are so many of these trulli houses here is because the local ruling family here in the 1500s ordered the local peasants to create temporary houses. Yes, these houses that have survived for so many hundreds of years were made to be temporary. So when the royal tax collector came, they would just tear them down to keep their tax bill low. So it's quite interesting that they actually made them to be temporary, but they've been here hundreds of years and they're probably going to be for hundreds more. At some point, there was a petition signed by all of the locals to make Alto Baso a royal town, so they wouldn't have to do this whole tax avoidance thing anymore. And it actually happened, so there was no other reason to build the trulli houses. So the majority of the population here lives in regular homes, but they actually kept and maintained these houses as they are World Heritage Sites. And they are used as restaurants, shops, souvenir stores, and even small hotels for people who are looking to experience a quite unique place to stay for the night. Now, you can find these beautiful trulli houses all over the Puglia region, but if you want to find a large concentration of them in the same spot, like the ones you see behind me, this is the place to come. Alto Baso has definitely by far the largest number of the trulli houses. So if you do decide to come to Alto Baso, the plan is really not to have a plan. All you should do is kind of wander around the streets, go look around for some souvenirs, find a coffee shop, find a restaurant, enjoy some of the local cuisine, and just take lots of pictures. So we had to cut our trip there short because a massive rain cloud came upon us. So we came back to Bari. We're gonna go grab dinner, and then we're gonna go back to our hotel. Dinner was absolutely awesome. It came courtesy of a restaurant called La Cantina dello Zio. If you're ever here in Bari Old Town, you can check it out. And we're gonna end the vlog here. If you enjoy the content, make sure to smash the like button and also subscribe. And as always, stay safe, be nice to each other, and we'll see you again next time.